One Tech Mind.
Hi everyone, welcome back to One Tech Mind. This is the disembodied voice of Lance Somoza. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much to those of you that watched my introduction video, my PS5 live unboxing that I did last week, and just taking the time to watch, like, subscribe, comment, provide feedback. Thanks to all of you who have done that, and really look forward to publishing my first big review, the Apple Watch Series 6, this coming weekend. However, I was working on that. I've been filming for it and getting stuff ready, and I realized I had a lot to say about this guy. This is one of Apple's new bands that they introduced alongside the Series 6, and it is the Product Red Braided Solo Loop. It is made of 100% recycled yarn, and it's one continuous solid piece. So it looks really nice. I wanted the charcoal one to kind of go and complement the red, but they had the red in stock, so I just went for it. Now this band costs $100. It is not a cheap band, and like I said, it's recycled yarn, so if that sounds a little steep to you, I can definitely agree with that. So what I'll tell you, the first thing about this is it feels really comfortable on the wrist, and the nice thing about it is that it's stretchy, and you need to get it in a specific size so that it fits your wrist. There's quite a few different sizes. So you go on Apple's website, print this little paper tool, wrap it around your wrist, and that tells you what size band you need. And I found out I'm a very dainty and proud size 6, and it fits really nicely. Like I said, it feels great, it looks great, it's super comfortable. Just compared to the Product Red Sport Loop, it feels just as comfortable. It's actually a little bit rougher, but not in a bad way. So to put it on, it's pretty straightforward, right? The material is very stretchy, and you just stretch it over your hand like so. And you can see right here, it's pretty loose, so you gotta slide that baby back a little further, right to where you normally wear the watch, and it's perfect. So I found that it does not slip unless I extremely exaggerate the shaking of my wrist, and then I can get it to slip. But throughout daily use for the past week or so, it has been perfect. It's a perfect fit. Now I have heard some concerns from other reviewers that their band started to stretch too much even after a couple weeks of wearing it. But so far so good for me. I guess we'll see how it goes. If there is an issue with the band, Apple's got a really good return policy, and I'm sure there wouldn't be any problems returning it or swapping it out. So my main gripe with this band, and the reason I'm making this video, is if you look closely here, first of all, the edge of the band where the lug sits inside here, it doesn't go all the way to the edge of the watch, and it creates this really odd gap. And of course that's on the top and bottom sides of the watch where it connects. So first of all, that's really un-Apple-like to me, and you can kind of see that metal poking through there on the metal lug, and it just looks kind of odd. But to make matters worse, you can also see the metal of the lug from the bottom and top of the watch peeking through. So it's really confusing as to why it had to be made this way. I'm sure Apple had their reasons, but for a $100 band made of recycled yarn, I would have expected it to fit completely flush like their other bands. I'm not aware of any other band that fits the way this one does. I mean, this is a first-party band. This isn't a $20 knockoff from Amazon. So this is a little perplexing. So here's what the lug looks like, right? It's all metal. I'm sure it would look much better or be less of an eyesore with the stainless steel or the brushed titanium finishes. However, on the aluminum, it's just kind of an eyesore. And Apple has lugs like this on their other bands, and it's usually not a problem because you can't see it once it's in. So here's a quick look at how these other 3 bands I had on the table fit with this Apple Watch. There's the Product Red Sport Loop. That fits perfectly well. Goes right to the edge of the watch, no problem there. Here's the Product Red Sport Band, one of the original bands. This one also goes right to the edge of the watch, also no problem. It's got a little bit of give. I don't know if that's maybe just my band or the way these are made, but there's no exposed metal, so it looks good to me. It looks just fine. All right, so here is the Space Black stainless steel link bracelet. This is actually from my original Apple Watch. I actually forgot I had this. This is the first time I'm trying it on the red watch, and I am just now realizing how badass that looks. But point aside, it fits, perfectly as well. So it's a little odd why this one doesn't sit flush like the other bands. The only thing I could think of is maybe it has something to do with the predetermined sizes and having some kind of give to make sure it fits correctly on your wrist. However, that still doesn't take away from the fact that it's a bit of an eyesore. So, hopefully Apple can do something about that in the future. So hopefully if they're able to do that, maybe we can forgive the $100 price tag, but I don't know. The new Sport Loop, which is very similar to the Sport Band, except it's one solid piece like this one, runs for 50 bucks. So yeah, this one's a little nicer. It feels nicer than the Sport Band. So I'd say maybe, 80 bucks would be a good middle ground. But aside from that, like I said, it fits really well. It feels nice. It's just that bit of metal that, kind of irks me if I see it and catch it in a wrong angle. So that's my little mini review for the Braided Solo Loop. What do you think? Do you guys think this is worth 100 bucks given that it doesn't sit perfectly flush? Am I being a little too nitpicky, which I am definitely known to be? If so, let me know in the comments. And I'm extremely excited, as I said, to publish my full review of the Apple Watch Series 6 itself this weekend. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, give me a comment down below, tell your friends so you don't miss that video, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I am at SyrinxStarman, at OneTechMind, at RealOneTechMind, and reach out. Let me know what questions you have about the watch, about any technology you'd be interested in me checking out, reviewing, weighing in on. And until next time, thanks for listening to my One Tech Mind.